It's Week 16 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cards and the Texans. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week.
15 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Here we go. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
That's taken it around the 40.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right.
This pass completes a record.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Cardinals at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, on display in that victory.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. A give up the middle to Akers.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
And that'll make it third down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to...
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now
as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That's taken on the 25. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their head saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Akers is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, another thing is high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. There's the running back, Cam Akers. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud working out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. So we've reached halftime here, and well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
This is 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 95 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Going right back to Akers.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check. Bronco switch. Alert. No.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
Go.
Option right, here's Stroud. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brandon Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready, go. Check. Panther. Roll.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more But I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They'll go again here with Akers.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Cam Akers
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Cardinals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
On the 6.
Now 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Stroud.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, Shaq.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
138 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all.